Welcome to the Wolfish channel. We're playing Sonic Adventure, the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis on the GameCube. It's a GameCube game on the Wii. We're gonna be playing the game in one sitting from start to finish. Possibly using level select to complete the rest of the levels. I can't do without my original last continues. I believe points get you continues and rings get you lives. So I did get some practice playing the later levels. But this game gets so hard later on that I worry that I won't be able to, I doubt that I'll be able to even succeed without using a level select. The main reason being I have not spent the time to memorize all the bonus stages in order to get the chaos levels. I feel it's a waste of my time to do so, not because it's not good, but because it's not helpful for the viewer, I played through as Supersonic. That's the bonus stage. I jumped it out with 50 rings to get a continue. But it's a lot of memorization, and it lets you skip so many obstacles. It makes and take no damage. You're not really learning the levels to beat the game as much as you are learning the bonus levels to get the chaos emeralds. And I wanted to make a go through partially the walkthrough for other gamers who want to play this game. And try to beat it as well. Where I'm here to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. At least on hard parts like the final boss, because it's so challenging. It's intentionally very difficult, and very limited in the time you can actually hit the final boss. And the time you can hit the final boss is sandwiched between is one of sandwiched between danger time, where if you try to attack anywhere outside the short times able to be hit, you will die because they give you no range and no shield, and all you get is and they take away tails as well. So he can't get you supplemental damage in when you might miss an attack, or you could double your attack if you hit him with your with Sonic and then tail. So it's pretty useful, but it also comes with its downfalls, like certain platforms disappear when you touch them, and if he falls and lands on that platform, he's going to make that platform not available for Sonic, and hindering his efforts to get an easier playthrough of the level or progress at all. I'm not doing so hot. I want this 100 rings. Oh, jeez. there's a boss, and so I can't get him at all. It gets really stressful. I do well on other levels because I really wanted to beat the game without having to continue, but Chemical Plant is like this because of the boss conditions where split, and when they flip, Sonic is able to control that instantly, and that was not good enough. I think it's life. I was close to it, but I didn't get hit. Alright, we gotta continue. Let's get 2 more of those and I'm set. Because I have to do well on this level because how this game will only get harder. Not enough. Oh, I still got one. Alright, that's better than my last playthrough. Okay, switch the arrow. It'll come from there. Yeah, there it is. Wow. Got hit by an enemy last log. Really sharp. Take the upper route so I don't have to spend as much time around. Arrow shooting robotic flags. Whatever they're called. Animals. No, another shield. There's another one. Going. I need to fight that enemy. I heard an arrow. Need to worry. Oh, I didn't land. That's right. Didn't get a free guy, but I got a good score. So we got a life from getting 50,000 points, and we got to continue. Awesome. Just let that rain slip away there, Sonic. Instead of getting up out of your somersault, just roll there. Upsetting. Frustrated. haven't died yet. Good sign. I thought chemical plants were when I was trying to pull it as fast as I could to the right. I was worried it was my controller on the brakes. Not going that way. Made it to the top and stand up. Points, we'll get another continue. Oh, we got another continue already. Lucky. Time was terrible. At least the animals aren't completely distorted. Alright, another continue. Run Hell's Promise. Still haven't died, have I? This is one of those platforms that Tails likes to land on and get rid of for you. He's good at that. Oh, come on. The rip-off. I was certain I wouldn't get hit by that. That was close. Let's hit the fire. Couldn't do that to Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, but it might be a shield, right? Not sure what it is. It just be the way backwards, so I'm gonna end up never going back to the left. Could have been a short route. Oh, there's the shield. The right way. Well, the dead end way. Definitely to the right. Oh, geez, should we not skip anything? Could have skipped. And again. No super time. Oh boy. Now I have to beat him without any rings. I'm gonna die a bunch of times, aren't I? Oh no! I really wanted to get that second hit in. But I'm getting greedy. Let's see if I can get any rings back here. Looks like death. I haven't died yet, and then this thinking boss is going to be in. Oh no, I forgot about the first shot. So much for all those continuous lives. I'm wasting them. Didn't jump in time, but I jumped. I got some difficult level up ahead of me, so I'm not very enthused about losing all those lives. I'm one boss. That's why I'm like, I don't know the odds of this without the level select. But I'm looking at a lot better than I expected. Fighting that last boss. and believe me about it, Squish is invincible. Well, I got a chance to collect 100 rings, but I have to do this without getting hit. I don't know what those chances are. They're a little better now that I've played this level recently. Wiles, right? What I would expect in the first half, so, well, I wouldn't even say half because I didn't get a checkpoint. I'm gonna say no to invincibility and take the easy route. Even though I'm really trying to well, then again, well, at least I can still get my 100 rings. I'm not trying, hoping against hope that I the boss without getting hit because, like I said, he's quite challenging. Why didn't you jump? Got up and then jump off the thing. Oh my goodness. Way to go, Tails. Carry me away. Stoked to share more right now. At least 25 rings. Hey! Oh. Dang it, I think I missed my chance to get some rings. Now it's boss time, isn't it? Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, I ducked on accident. Dang it. Then he's like, I don't know when to hit him when he's down. I did not mean to push down left and right. Alright. First try. Like I said, I think I had to struggle through the boss, but I think the last time I played through this game, I did not die on this boss. Though I don't believe I died on the Hilltop Zone's boss either when I played the first time. That was like a cool experience. Carrying the weight of the final boss and having trained on that, trying to execute all that I learned about the last levels. Those not include these ones. I played like the last 3 levels, I would say. Those and it's up in the air, it will smash you to death when it comes down. Even if you're not in the fire. That out the hard way on my first run through this. So we see those brown little corners on the lid. You can stand on those and not get hit by the fire, but if the lid comes down and you're standing on that, it'll kill you. Or tail. Those things aren't horses. I mean, people make the AI more talented than that. I mean, that's like one of the toughest enemies in the game, I swear. It's not like it's real in a row. You can choose this boss. What is it called? All you have to do is keep jumping in the oil ocean. Just keep from drowning and stay underneath the left, on the right or left, and wait for Robotnic to be hittable and basically beat the boss without any problems. Really easy, but I don't think I'm going to do that because I tried it without cheesing the boss and it was just fine. It wasn't too difficult. Maybe if I get 125,000 points, I'll get another continue. Oil ocean though, okay. I'm expecting seahorses left and right. That's what I expect the other one. There's another one. I don't know how I dodged them. Spring? Yeah, it is. Oh gosh. He almost died, doesn't he? Just do. I feel like if I kept going right before taking this exit up, I would have got the shield or something nice. Spring or what? No, sorts. Okay then, so I got nothing. What do we do here? What is this? I don't remember this. Oh, really? As if they weren't expecting that. Couldn't have had no troubles on that stupid Well, I can't use it. I really can't afford to use a continue. I really hate this level. I have to play through the whole level again. Are you serious? I'm gonna cheese them then. Like what you saw, but I mean, I did take hits. No, I did. I don't know if I did or not. It's relatively easy. I might have taken it. Oh yeah, because of the. Oh, this is like the last full level, but there's 3 of them. 3 acts to this level. Whatever. last time I ran through this, I only got 2. Or, well, it must have been 3. Because it showed 2 Sonic on my continuous menu screen or whatever. 2 Sonic icons. I was waiting to go again. Couldn't get past that. Get a time limit at all because that ends in 5 minutes. It's only 100 points at that point. Wow, we're pretty close to 150,000 points though. This level I had to practice. This is where I started my practice on this run through here. Probably 3. I was getting on the boss and I didn't know how I'd beat it. The one time I beat it before that. Not a perfect game. Not hit this. Apparently I did. Really thought before I went through, hit him while his arm was out, that if his arm was out, dang, oh my gosh, he'll just hit my hand. when he's shooting the first two beams. That's what my experience was, so just warning you. I chased before Sky Fortress. Go forward anymore? Oh my gosh, I am struggling. And I actually, when I played it last time, I did the speed dash, and Tails didn't catch me, he dropped me. So be careful with the speed dash. Are you coming, Tails? Like, I can't trust you. So much for 3,000 points I was going to get me to continue. Get off the stupid shell. That worked. That did not. I want to update to the left of the screen so I can see those pterodactyl things coming. Level's boss is really challenging, but I figured something out about it where if you don't attack it when you're near the ceiling, your rings won't go above the roof, so they'll be recollectible. But if you try to hit the laser that the boss's weakness is, while it's shooting, will get hit, and when you get hit, your rings will bounce above the ceiling and roof, so you won't be able to recharge your situation. This one, you have to jump on your own. You have to physically jump off the plane there, or you will die. Me twice. And I was like, oh, you gotta jump here, and it stinks. It looks cinematic, the way they do it, and you watch someone else do it, and it's like, oh yeah, this stuff will happen. So now, the level starts before you get off the plane. I think I can get 200 rings here in this level. One of those things that propel you forward later in this level that potentially is set in a spot that's supposed to kill you. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I have to right and jump onto this ledge before I die. Just look how hard, look how easy to miss that thing that propels you forward. Just this little thing in the ground. Why do I get stressed over this? Hopefully it's helping you guys out. These things are displayed in this next area, so easy to not see. But there's some little propeller looking things that spin and let you jump on them. If that's next, I think that's coming up. Maybe it's later in the level. I don't think it's here. Yeah, right there. Those little tiny platforms. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, I thought I'd die there. Wow, I just gotta do the whole level over again. And I practiced. I've never fallen here before. Did not know I'd get a second chance. Well, my time score is gonna hurt from it. Stomach gets all unsettled. Feel it in the pit of my stomach. My heart rate gets fast. Start to shake a little bit. Still haven't gotten to the chasm. If you go to the chasm, you have to break that you went in. And they don't let you continue doing it in this one. So if you fail, you're gonna suffer from it. You're gonna miss your rings. You're gonna miss out on getting a free guide. At least 50 rings worth of it. And then you have to start the level from the checkpoint with no rings. So it's easy to die afterwards. Coming out, so not too upset. Let's see if I missed any rings. I know I can get 200 at this level if I get all the rings. There's some rings. Works. Boards in order to collect them all. This next part is really tough because you have to wait for these to just have coming. Then landing them on. Otherwise they collapse and you really die. That's normally where I die. I've never had that actually work. I was only expecting that setting kill me if it launched me, because every time it launched me, I failed to give any air, and I fell to my death. try just now. So I neglected to pay attention to that little spot in the map where that target detect thing was. And it may as well have killed things. As far as all my experience says about this level is that that thing kills you. It was meant to do so. There we go. All I need to understand for a moment, but in my practice, that's what happened every time. That's what I was talking about when I was mentioning that hard to detect thing on the ground that just launched me. For example, it's boss time. It's the laser with the shield on it. There goes my shirt. That's what I was talking about. Don't hit it then. You will lose your ring. But I seem to have run out of rings already. Run away! Get it. If I win this try, I'm gonna be so surprised. But I couldn't jump fast enough. Trying to spin attack, whatever the hell it's called when you're somersaulting and do damage. Trying to do that, so I didn't work. But I'm happy as long as I don't have to use a continue here, because I don't want to have to play this level over again. But after this is the final boss level. And on the ceiling again. 3 bits. It's the best I can do. I was hoping I had the longevity of that last attempt with the damage output of that attempt, last attempt, or the attempt I just did. Longevity and lethality would have been nice. You gotta be kidding me. left to. I did not think I'd make it without level select feat. And now I have like 5 continues and 2 lives of the current continue. But these boss, you can't get hit or you die, and like it's so easy to get hit. Like even Metal Sonic has this blade on his head, on the back, where Sonic's spikes are. And if you hit those spikes, you die. But you gotta hit him in like the face of his body, and his body's really small. You get no rings at all. You just gotta memorize the path. As well as perfect Robotnic after Sonic. Or you die. That's kind of not supposed to happen, where you're supposed to bounce off of him after you hit him. It didn't work for me that no such luck that time. Like I said, you gotta perfectly time it in between those arms being out. Continues my mistake. Seconds of my life. That was a fast. Hopefully I don't run out. Dang it, I was expecting to jump. Not that that's a good thing. I don't know what happened to me and my memory was gone, but I had it down did not even think that could happen. Guess I wasn't hitting him in the head and the top hard enough. His claw, his spike arm. Joking. I really hope I don't have to use the level select at all. That'll really dampen my mood. Be like, yeah. time where I didn't have enough to continue. Figures. I'm so happy. My last continue. I didn't die a single time on that continue, but I died just a good 12, 15 times on that boss. Very tragic. So I think Tails is noticing something about the sky. The death egg is potentially blown out, and he's like, I gotta go see if I can catch Sonic after fixing the plane that got shot by the Sky Fortress defenses. There he goes falling. Makes me think of Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic Adventure 2 when he supposedly dies burning up in the atmosphere, falling to Earth. And I'm like, well, what if someone caught him on a plane like Sonic got in number 2? That'd have been something. But they don't show that, so I don't think it's a part of it. Apparently, I don't know, I guess you're supposed to expect that he died, but it's kind of a downer of an ending. So I always play through my favorite Shadow level after beating the game. Yeah, so that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the Sega Genesis. Beaten without level select, left a step up from my Sonic the Hedgehog playthrough, where I had to level select about 3 times because I ran out of continues and lives. But yeah, it's a lot harder to get continues in the first one because you have to get the bonus stages, which means you have to beat the levels with 50 rings. I'm only on levels that don't have bosses, And once you're in the bonus level, you have to get like 50 rings for a continue, and it's so easy to go into the goal markers that just move you out of the bonus stage. It's so easy, like you gotta memorize and practice that a lot to get the Sonic Sonic the Hedgehog Chaos Emeralds. Whereas this one's a memory game where you have to like just pretty much memorize where the rings are gonna be and where the obstacles are in the tube like 3D stage that it is. Where you can run around the tubes, like complete a circle or like jump from one end to the other. I wonder what happens if you jump up there. It brings you directly to the bottom. But yeah, Tails is following you in the bonus stages here, and he can collect rings, but he is so laggy when you jump. He jumps like a full 2 seconds after you, and he always gets hit by those bombs that make you lose rings. He's helpful for the first maybe 1 or 2 bonus stages, but then if you've got enough rings and Tails is holding on to any number of those, you're pretty much SOL or S out of luck, because he's bound to get hit by the bomb, and there's more and more of them as the stages progress. I just didn't think it was worth my time to invest in memorizing where to get the Chaos Emeralds for this one. Especially since I beat it without level select. Yay! I should be going like this. But yeah, if they're both on one side. Like that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you stick around for more, or at least catch me later if I'm not catching you later. But in the meantime, that's the end of the episode, and I'll see you on the flip side. Toodaloo.